Hi guys and girls, how are you all doing today? Welcome to another Paul and Steph ghost hunting adventure. We are on the outskirts of a little town in Oklahoma today called Arapaho. Am I saying that right, Steph?
Arapaho?
Arapaho, excuse me. Arapaho, Oklahoma at the Arapaho Cemetery. And as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous out here today. And we are going to be searching for the grave of Robina Smith. And there's a story behind it that we'll get into a little bit later. But right now, let's see if we can go find the grave of Robina Smith. Steph thinks she knows where the grave is already, so we're going to let her lead the way. It's
One of these, maybe?
It's a pretty common name, last name obviously.
Yeah. Guess not. False alarm.
Opal and Rowley the second, and Geneva. Well, we'll keep looking. It's a fairly big graveyard.
There's
so
another Smith right there.
all right, let's check that out. It's a little windy out here today, but it is gorgeous out.
False alarm.
Yep. We'll keep hunting. We'll find it eventually. Well, it took us, probably 20 minutes, Steph?
Yeah.
But here she is. We found the gravesite of Robina M. Smith, who was born in 1917 and died in a car accident in 1936. That is what she looked like. Okay, so now Steph is going to read the story of Robina and her father George from the Haunted Route 66 book.
All right, so I'm going to give you the summarized version. So Robina died unexpectedly in a tragic automobile accident on Highway 183 in 1936. She was only 19 at the time. But although she died a violently and unexpectedly death, this ghost story is not about her, but it's about her father, George Smith, who is actually right over here, where he's buried, right next to his daughter. So George Smith was very religious and wanted to have his daughter baptized, but she didn't get baptized before she died. So he was grief-stricken not only by his daughter's death, but by the fact that she died unsaved and a sinner. He never got quite over her death and grieved over her until his own death in 1972. After his death, visitors to the cemetery who have walked near Robina's gravesite can sometimes hear the sound of a man sobbing uncontrollably and crying out loud, "Oh no, oh my God, Robina has not been saved." Those who have heard his voice included a church pastor who had visited the cemetery after a graveside service. Another witness was one of George's old friends who recognized the disembodied voice as that of George lamenting over his daughter's death. Ooh.
Okay, so let's be quiet for a while and we'll see if we can hear anything. Well, we're hot, we're sweaty. It took us a while to find Robina and George's grave, but we eventually found it. And we listened for a while, didn't hear anything. The Route 66, Haunted Route 66 book here says that if you listen closely, you can hear George sobbing and moaning about Robina. We didn't hear anything, but there might be something in the video, so if you heard something while watching it, certainly make sure to leave a comment down below and give us your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on our next ghost hunt adventure.